That's not how she taught me. So if I call and then plum, and then I do have mana for mortality. Look at me. I'm a smart lad. I got stuff going on. Stuff happening. Cracking, lacking. So this is only 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we are so close. We are so close. Now if I sacrifice, then no, that doesn't really do anything. Right? No, it doesn't. Alright, confirm. Confirmed. 0 sacrifice. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. 7. We deal 7. Wow, that's good. That's huge. That's bingo, bingo. Not quite there, Sword Master. Not quite there. See what I mean? 7. They're left with 1. If I can oh, Witherbloom, baby. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving in... Did I say that correctly? Sometimes I feel like it comes out and I say, my name is Chance. Not, my name is... I feel like I don't enunciate. Anyways, we're going to be playing Draining Witherbloom today. It's a Dina Soul Steeper plus Witherbloom Apprentice plus Veto deck. I got to thinking, you know, Witherbloom, whenever you cast a spell, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And then, of course, whenever you gain life with Veto, you deal that much damage to the opponent. So... Granted, you could do this with a few other cards. You know, there's another 3 mana card. I think that's a common. And it says whenever you gain life, the opponent loses 1 life. So it's very specific. Not quite as good as Veto, but if you don't have Veto, you know, you don't want to go pick up an old card. I think the other one's like a common. I think it's called Duskfang Mentor or something like that. Duskfang something. So similar effect. Anyways, the main point here is with the Bloom, the Dina, and well, kind of this back area, right? Everything else surrounding it. So with a Bloom, whenever you cast or copy, you gain 1 life, or each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Dina allows you to sacrifice a creature. Furthermore, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So again, with this Witherbloom combo onto the Dina, you'll hear me heard that a lot. I don't remember where I got that from, but I think it was a childhood nursery rhyme or something. Anyways, you can sacrifice a creature. She gets +X, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. Now, you combine this with something like a Deathless Knight that can also end up coming back and having haste all within that same turn, right? It's pretty insane, because that's only 5 mana. Sacrifice it, play this back, right? Now, you will need some way to gain life in between there, but that's as easy as a Smitten Swordmaster, you know, 1 mana pop. So it's not actually that difficult. It's fairly simple, really. Village Rites, right? Because that'll proc Witherbloom. So this deck has a lot of power in the means of newer cards, I'd say, with just the chipping it down and the draining of the new Witherbloom stuff. But then we take a look at this old stuff that sort of hasn't been touched in a while, and that's going to be the Gray Merchant, which, you know, we're a mono black splash green. We're not really playing Golgari today. It's more so mono black splash green. So we can get away with Devotion. We have Deathless Knight, which adds up 4, which is insane. We have Murderous Rider, which adds up 2. You know, even our Golgari people down here are adding 1. We have, you know, Smitten and all of this other stuff that ends up adding to the Devotion. So, of course, when we drop the Gray Merchant, for people unfamiliar with this, each opponent's going to lose X life, where X is your devotion to black. You're going to gain life equal to the life lost this way, which means, you know, if you drop this and you got a Deathless Knight and just a Gray Merchant, that's already going to be 6 points of damage. Not to mention, if you had a Veto down, that would be 7. And of course, since Veto says whenever you gain life, the opponent loses that much life, it's going to be 14 points of damage that you're dealing to your opponent, while you're also gaining 7 life and getting a creature down on the board. So insane value there. And then, of course, flip it back to the Magecraft, because I just flipped and flopping today. But the Knights are nice because they also got introduced around the time of Adventure. So you'll notice we have Smitten Swordmaster, which reads, you know, your opponent, or you gain X life, where X is the amount of Knights you control, right? You got Smitten, you got, where are we at? Murderous, you got Deathless. There's a lot of Knights in this thing, which supports themselves, right? Black Lance Paragon, Falmir Knight. So they all sort of feed back into themselves while also allowing you to gain life. Smitten Swordmaster itself has lifelink on it. Order of Midnight, of course, allows you to bring your creatures back from the graveyard, which is fantastic because you're also going to be sacrificing them with Village Rites and Plum the Forbidden, which will proc your Magecraft abilities. So it's a big circle of life, sort of draining life, if you will, from the foe. And it works beautifully, honestly. you know, we had a few mana issues as per the usual chance or, you know, Dr. Spillikin games, but that's fine. That's you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. So we are only running 20 because if you actually start breaking the deck down, right, Mortality Spear comes in way down here. Smitten can be cast for 1 if you want to move it down. I tend to leave it at its spot because you will be casting it as a creature a whole lot. Awakening can be counted as a land for the large majority. Sometimes you'll cast it and it'll be fantastic. For the large majority, you won't, though. So this is the actual curve you're looking at, and you know, that's fine. That's fine. Majority of your stuff is right down here in the 3-drop slot. Maybe bump it up to 22 actual lands, because you do have 22 if you count the Agadeems, but I usually don't. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this deck tech breakdown. If so, please be sure to leave a like down below. I know it was a quick one, so if you don't quite understand something, a piece here or there, or whatever, just ask me. You know, another new card I sort of forgot to mention, but it's Sedgemoor. The Magecraft ability allows you to create additional pests, which of course gain life whenever they die, which feeds back into your veto and so on and so forth, right? Anyways, again, leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you need any questions answered, or if you're just trying to talk to somebody. You know, I'm fine with that too. I don't always have a chance to get back to people, but every chance I do have, I try to seize that opportunity. Anyways, of course, subscribe if you're new here and you want more awesome content from yours truly. And without further ado, let's dive into this Witherbloom. Oh man, I said it backwards. Let's dive into this draining Witherbloom. Luckerty. Sounds like a real word. I don't know if it actually is, but I like this hand. We got Plum, and then 2 Witherblooms. Fantastic. I mean, yeah, let's, you know, drop it while it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. How about that? You can drop it while it's hot too. You know, if it's gonna burn your hand, you might as well drop it. All right. Let's get in for the 2 because the opponent doesn't seem to be able to do anything about it. Bingo, bango, bongo. Oh, it's a Dragon's Approach deck. Hey, look at there, look at there. Not gonna lie, I really want to use this Village Rites, but I haven't actually come across any of the creatures with which I can use it on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my forest because I know finding that teeny tiny forest in the sea of other stuff is gonna be a little difficult. So I could do this, draw a card, lose 1 life, and do the other one. So I could end up drawing like 3 cards here. That sounds pretty good. But it's also instant speed, right? Right. So let's just hold off on that. You know, I was a little afraid. So if I sacrifice both, we'll copy it 2 times. Is that what I want? Or do I want to do this here? Hold up. Full control. Not, oh, right, because this has an additional cost. We can't really avoid that. Alright, well then let's also do this. Wow, you really can't see that outside of its effect, huh? Alright. Good enough. I should have just hit resolve all there, but whatever. I took off full control, so we should be fine. Hey, look at that! I got a full hand! Right back. You didn't destroy anything. Hello, her. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad at me. So with Call of the Death Dweller, I could bring back 1 of the Witherblooms, but I really would like to have a 1-mana creature that I could bring back as well. Call me greedy. But you know, it's just the way my mind works. So Mortality Spear we don't really have a need for either. I think I just go for the Veto plus Black Lance and you know, set myself up for that. If they want to try and remove the Veto, I have another Plum the Forbidden. I can just sacrifice it right away. Dragon's Approach. Hey, look, buddy. You can stop just peppering me in the face. That'd be great. Be more than good. As Tony would say, it would be great. Tony the Tiger, that is. I don't want anybody to get confused which Tony I'm talking about out there. You know, we're dealing 4 damage. I could heal 4 life. It's not horrible. It does cost me all of my mana, so I guess it is horrible, actually. Could cycle Triome, cost me 3 mana. I don't really have much else to do outside of that, except for the Plum. I kind of like the idea of cycling the Triome. I'm not even going to lie in this scenario. I like it. Oh, come on, game. You bastard. Well, we didn't get what we wanted, but that's okay. We'll swing in. Do I use a call? Who you gonna call? I don't think so. I think I leave the plum. Leave that plum right up. Merchant of the Veil, discard, draw. Sure. You got 3. Exile, Dragon's Approach, and 4 cards named it. Well, they're not going to have enough for it here, so they play down to 2-3. Can we get rid of that? I mean, we do have Immortality Spear. Can I gain life, though? I guess that's the question. Call the Death, and then maybe Plum, and then Mortality Spear? Sounds a little convoluted, but hey, we're drawing all the lands in the world. I put 20 in the deck out of the top 18. I've drawn 8. That seems about like a third. You know, if my math carry the 1. Yeah, no, a third. Completely 1/3. It's funny. My math teacher must have been high in school, because that's not how she taught me. So if I call and then plum, and then I do have mana for mortality. Look at me. I'm a smart lad. I got stuff going on. Stuff happening. Cracking, lacking. So this is only 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we are so close. We are so close. Now if I sacrifice, that doesn't really do anything. Right? No, it doesn't. Alright, confirm. Confirmed. 0 sacrifice. Oh, wait, whoa. 7. We deal 7. Wow, that's good. That's huge. That's bingo. Not quite there, Sword Master. Not quite there. See what I mean? 7. They're left with 1. If I can... Oh, Witherbloom, baby. Just live for me. There we go. Bye-bye, Luckerty. So another short match, another quick one, but... sure, I'll take it. We drew 8 lands that game. We were still able to pull out the victory. But, you know, they were playing a Dragon's Approach deck, so... What am I gloating about? Anyways, alrighty, Angelic Legion. We got a good lay of the lands here, and a fair hand, so I'm going to keep this. The only unfortunate thing is we can't actually get this Snarl down untapped here. So, could go for a pathway. Gets the Foulmire gets the Foulmire Knight down and out the way early. Yeah, I like that. Because turn 2, we don't immediately have a play aside from casting Village Rites on our Foulmire Knight, right? So, for right now, I think it's all good and dandy. Well, there goes that not having a play for turn 2. That's alright. Bam. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We also just so happen to draw the 2 cards that need us to have an actual swamp, and happen to not draw a swamp, which is a little unfortunate. Hey, there we go. Day late and a dollar short, aren't you there, buddy? It's fine. I think we can still afford to go for the Witherbloom. If they want to be cheeky and try and remove something, I'll just Village Rites it, right? Right. Now, it may not gain us that much life, and it may not gain us that much value. I guess it's better than nothing, right? Right. Agree with me, people that don't exist currently. Y'all exist in the future. By the way, has anyone ever... Yeah, I'm sure they have. But have you, the viewer, ever sat down and thought about the idea of that notion? That content creators were sitting essentially in the past from you. Every time you see us, we are, you know, a day older, or a day older than what you're seeing us. Possibly. Yeah, that's a little grim. Back to Magic. Let's get down to Veto. Just try to swing in, you know, do our little slew of stuff. Do I really drop the Veto though? Because I feel like that's the obvious, I'm gonna take that creature out kind of thing. You know what I mean? How about let's just swing in? Let's just swing in, see where the dice go, see where we roll. I don't know why that took me 4 attempts to say. Now, they say Angelic Legion is their name, right? That's what I'm reading. Let's hope they're playing Angels. Angels are generally pretty slow. I could get on board with that. I could go for a nice long game of Magic. I just played against Mono Red, and don't get me wrong, it was a longer one. But, you know, Mono red can only play Magic for so long until something else happens. You know what I mean? Anyways, next on to damage. They're gonna wait. They said, you know what? I don't trust you, buddy. You have every reason to not, because I'm gonna drop a veto. Do they try to take it out? That's what I want to know. You thought. I like that though, Vanishing Verse. That's why they didn't use it on the Witherbloom, because they couldn't. So they are down to 14 life. We could drop a Deathless Knight. Oh no, what a bitch. Right? I'm allowed to call them that. They've been on 2 mana this entire time. They grabbed my Deathless Knight with a fucking Valky at the last minute. I think that's completely fair. It's fine though. I got a call. I'm gonna just bring back that veto and do some other stuff. Don't you worry. I'm still gonna have a great time. Ooh, 4 mana. Play that. Pay 1. Oh no, you know that's way too complicated. Let's not worry about that. Let's just go for the call. What are you gonna call? Boom, da, da, da. Ghostbusters, right? Right. Alright, Valentine, the Dean of the Vein. It's not the vein, it's a vein, but it sounded good. Sounded good. You know, I really want that Deathless Knight back. I would prefer if you could pass it back this way, sir. Or madam. Sorry, sir just sort of rhymed in with prefer. Anyways, we got him down to 12. That's what good chip damage will do, ladies and gents. We got Menace on 2 creatures. Grr. Fear me, I'm menacing. I don't know why I said grr. That didn't fit. So 5 mana, all my creatures gain life. Link, that's something. Something. You know, I think I'm just gonna swing a Rooski, swing a Roski, swing right in. You only have 2 lands, really, opponent. Like, how many did you actually put in your deck? Or is this one of those instances like us last game? We were like, oh no. Actually, what I think they're doing is playing this weird Orzhov sacrificial thing, but I can't explain the Valky. Maybe it's Mardu. Maybe I'm missing something. Clearly, I feel like I'm missing something. So we'll swing in with the 2 Menacers and with the Death Touch. Witherbloom, you're just an apprentice, so, you know, don't get your feelings hurt if I just make you sit out this fight. You don't know what you're doing, really. Look at you. You're still working with the Cauldron, although I'm not going to lie, you look a little old to be an apprentice. That's, you know, that's unfair, actually. I think you can be an apprentice at any age if you're willing to learn, right? As long as you're willing to learn, you can be an apprentice. I think that's fair enough. You know, I get off on these tangents and I forget what the hell I'm doing as far as my lines of play go. I think I just pass it back to the opponent. You know, I got a Castle Lockthwain potentially right there. I have a call to bring back whatever they could potentially take out. Never mind, they're just going to concede, and this match was... Oh, boy. All right, well, you know, I'll take a victory. Hey. Alrighty. Sobert. I believe we faced off against them before. We'll keep this hand. It could be okay. Of course, we're going to grab green mana with that Fabled Passage. I did hit record, didn't I? I did. Something sounds off. Oh, there's no music. I was like, it sounds quiet. Too quiet. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty, so turn 2. We could get down to Dina. Dinah. Yeah, I actually like that. If they have the 1 mana, you know, Snow Bolt, basically, Snow Bolt. That sounds like a good name for it. Can't take out Dina if they have Bone Crusher. Can't take out Dina if they have a Robber. They can attack, but again, can't take out Dina. So, you know, yeah, just waste your turn away. Fine by me. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab black mana. No surprise there. This is definitely a mono black splash screen deck, more so than a Golgari deck. I don't know that I want to play Order of Midnight though, or Smitten Swordmaster. Well, I guess I could play Smitten, right? Just to have another creature down. Has lifelink, can take out the Robber. All that good jazz. Am I attacking with the Dina? The Dinah? Oh, sure. Why not? You know? If we're gonna be getting in this chip damage here and there, it's mono red. I don't think they have many ways to gain life. Then you know, every bit of damage that we do to them is permanent, right? So dealing 1 point of damage is dealing, well, granted, 1/20th of their total health. That's still 5%, you know? It's not horrible. So they swing it with Annex, we just block it with that Smitten, deal a little bit more damage to them, gain a little bit of life, which is of course fantastic when we're talking about facing off against mono red. Ooh, so I could swing in with Smitten here and have mana for Mortality Spear. I really need one more mana. One more and I can play Mortality and Order, and that would sort of make it worth it. What do you cost? You cost 1. Interesting. Interesting. But I can't do that and that, right? I could go for the Sedgemoor, but I can't proc Sedgemoor and all that stuff this turn. I could just Murderous Rider the Annex. I'll gain life. No, you're not the Magecraft. That's going to be difficult for me to remember. I can murder the Annex, still all the same. Let's let them know that we're thinking. We're not just being, you know, assholes over here. You know, sometimes simple, easy, that's the way to go. Should I have done it at instant speed, though? You know, probably. I do kind of want to swing it with a Smitten because I don't want them to hit a Bone Crusher and then just take it out like that. You know, if they want to trade off the Robber here, fine by me. If not, again, fine by me. Every bit of damage we do to them is, like I said, permanent, and every bit of life we gain is just beautiful. Now they do have 2 attackers, so them pushing straight into attack phase here just tells me that they got an Embercleave, and if they don't, well, I'll be really surprised. But Dina Dyna is not gonna take it. Ooh, no Embercleave. You're just ballsy. You're just like, tricked you. That's fine. Fine, whatever. Give me a land. Falmir. Well, Falmir Mortality Spear does kind of work together. Swing it with Smitten. It'll die to Annex, then we use Mortality. Feels a bit wasteful, though, you know? Feels a little bit wasteful. But I do want to have that mana available, so maybe I do just get down to Falmir now. Right? That's okay. And then if they go to swing in, then I can block with Smitten and gain all that stuff, right? Yeah, this will be fun. This will be alright. Now, the worst case scenario is them getting Bone Crusher and taking out Swordmaster. I don't think that'll happen. I think, if anything, they'll take out Falmir. But with us leaving mana up, again, maybe not. Told you. I told you. They don't want Death Touch on the board. Now, they have 3 creatures. They have 3 mana. That does equate to an Embercleave if they got it. They don't. It's a robber. Now, if they swing in with the Annex, I think we take that on the chin. We trade out a robber with a Swordmaster. Take out the 1/1 with the Dina Dyna. Holy. No. Oh, no. Pass. You go there. You go there. Once we gain the life, we can Mortality Spear onto the Annex. The Obnoxious. What else did they hit? A land? Oh yeah, a Triome. A Triome. Rimrock Knight to make sure that our Dina Dyna gets taken out. That's unfortunate, but we'll be alright. This just says whenever you gain life, each opponent loses life. Yeah, so we're fine there. You're all fine there. Goodbye, Annex. So they'll create 2 little 1/1s here. I don't think we're in a horrible position, though. I could also use Order, get back something over here. I really need more lands. Not gonna lie, resting on 3, not necessarily where I want to be. I'm gonna put down the Murderous Rider. It's a 2/3, has lifelink innately on it, so I think that'll be good for us. After that, I might try and get down the Sedgemoor. I don't know. We're at a hard stuck place here with just having what we have, but whatever. I'll try what I want. Let's hope they don't have an Embercleave. If so, this is GG. And Bone Crusher. That's fine. I'll trade a robber for a Murderous. Gain the 2 life. Hey, let's go. So I can use Order to bring back Smitten? Dina? Valmir? None of those are all that good. I actually would more so prefer, I think, to get something like a Sedgemoor down. Try and get down a lot of little 1/1s, and you know they can off themselves, and we can gain life that way. So let's go for the Sedgemoor. Wish we had gained a little bit more mana a little bit earlier, but yeah, you know, it's finicky. It's finicky. It's all right. So they can turn online the Faceless Haven this turn. They can do a lot of damage, but do they have lethal? I don't think so. I don't think so. They only have 4 on board, and even if they do that, can they pay for Phoenix? Swing all in, pay 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. Woo, they are getting close. Right, because we have 11, they're dealing 10. I don't really want to block with the Sedgemoor to that, so we'll take the 9, I guess. Yep, pump the Phoenix. We're down to 2 life. I guess I could have traded with the Faceless. Like, yeah, realistically, that might have been what I should have done, given I just drew into another veto. It's alright. Unfortunately, you can't block in the sky. They're just going to attack with that. That's still GG. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, it's mono red.